Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. United, United, yeah. So Declan Rice, Deckers. Yo, Gatesy, big up, just got a hold of me. Wants me to do some transfer tier things, get those done still, you know? Big up, man, like Duke, how you mean? My G, my blood clot G, like Andy Miles. Miles is in the building. Miles is in the building. Blah, blah, blah. Ticka, 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 la, la, la. It's a beautiful day. It's Saturday. 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 It's Saturday. I hope everybody's enjoying that Saturday. Straight up. 100. Yo. Declan Rice, Declan Rice, Declan Rice, Declan Rice, Rice, baby, dun 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 dun, Rice, baby, dun 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 dun. I was trying to think of the rhyme the other night. What was it? Cruising on the street. No, see, that's Easy E. Cruising on the street in my six fall. Da 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 da. Checking the hoes. Looking like it late legit. Mama was doing this shit. I love that rhyme. Easy E. One of the illest, man. One of the best, man. So you get a bit of hip hop and you get a bit of like football. You get what I'm saying? You don't get no soccer. There's no soccer here, dog. No soccer here. Soccer can like be over the border. These side of things, football things. Like you got certain men like Charlie Boy, he's football through and through. You know what I mean? But the majority, like yo, Wally World, football through and through. KDK, football through and through. Chris, football through and through. You get what I'm saying? The man them football through and through. But you get like some soccer guys. Let's watch some soccer. But anyways, Declan Rice, man. Talk sport. Don't you hate talk sport? Like Danny Murphy is quadruple dad. Simon Jordan is quadruple dad. Like I don't think talk sport has one person I like on their thing. Honest. I really don't. They just like to stir it up. They like to stir the pot up, man. And they done did it again. Like Declan Rice, not happy at West Ham being held back. Really? Really? And like I like they like to name like the top 5 clubs. Didn't it used to be like the top 6 clubs? But now they like to just name the top 5 clubs. Because West Ham's 6th. They don't like us up in the mix, man. West Ham 6th, they don't like us up in the mix. I love it. I love it, man. When we finish 4th, or we do like amazing things and go leaps and bounds and win the league, oh, I can't wait to see the look on their faces, man. It's like, talk to me in May, boys. Talk to me in May. Talking about how Rice isn't happy, how Rice is being held back. Like we say 100 million, they say, oh, well, really, he's only worth 80 million. So what, if we said 80 million, first thing they'd say is that, yeah, but really, he's only worth like 60 million. We said 60, they'd be like, yeah, but he's only worth like 40 million. I oughta. Remember that old saying? Oh, I oughta. But it's like, yo, man, Rice is happy. You can't see it in the man's face. You can't see it like when goals get scored and he's just like a kid in a candy shop, happy as anything, dog. So happy. Like, so happy. He loves the club, man. Like, This is his home. I know, like people, like there was one article saying how he's a traitor. How is he a traitor? He was born in England. He got the opportunity to play for Ireland, so he took it. And then when he came to the decision of, well, I'm going to play for England rather than Ireland, can you blame the man? Like nothing against Irish people at all, nothing. But it's like, can you blame him? Like, yo, I'd rather play for Gareth Southgate to make McCarthy any day of the week, dog. Any day of the week, man. But it's just like, just because he ain't signed the contract, everybody's tripping out. They're like, oh, he's not happy. He's fed up. This, that, like, he's not worth as much as he said he's worth. He's mad at the price tag that he has on his head. Is he really? Is he really? Big up Randy. But is he really? It's like, yo, Randy knows probably like more so than a lot because Randy supports Manchester United. I don't put them in the tag things. I got the tag things right today. Didn't do no space things, so things will get sent out. But it's like Randy knows like, well, Viper. I like to call him Viper still, Viper. But like Viper knows like a lot more than like a lot of people do because it's Manchester United and Chelsea that have been linked with Declan Rice. Um, yeah, I agree. Um, I think it was Gonzo that said this. Big up Gonzo. Every day, all day, always. But it's like, yeah, of course, when he's on international duty, he's gonna have like realists like chirping in his ear. He's gonna have Sterling chirping in his ear, Harry Maguire chirping in his ear. Like it's you can't get away from that. Mason Mount, especially because that's like his best mate. Like he's gonna be chirping in his ear. But it's like, let me put this down. You're with the gal that you love. You know what I mean? You're with the gal that you love, but you don't want to ask her to marry her. You don't want to ask her to marry you just yet. What? So let's say the news articles and talk shows and all them things are your friends. And you got your friends like talking amongst themselves, like, oh, well, he doesn't love her because he ain't asked her to marry her. Or like he might have asked her to marry her, but she wants to think about it. How does that make her love him any less? It doesn't. She just wants to think about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't get this whole fiasco with just because Declan Rice ain't signed a contract extension or what have you, he wants away from West Ham. He's fed up with West Ham. He wants more money, which I don't think is the case. And Gonzo did say that. It was Gonzo. And like, that's not the case. Like, that is not the case at all, man. Like, oh, it does my nut in, man. It does my nut in. It's like somebody made a good comment. They said, I don't agree with the comment. Well, I agree with some parts of the comment, but not the whole comment. Somebody was saying like that Phillips cat who plays for Leeds. They were saying he's good or if not better than Rice, which that's the part I don't agree with. But he's like, why isn't he being like tagged in the news saying, you know, this club's after him, that club's after him, that club's after him, this club's after him. One, because Declan Rice is better. Like Phillips is good, don't get me wrong. But like Rice is better than Phillips. Phillips is good. Like, but Rice is better than Phillips. Maybe that's why they're talking a bit more. Maybe because there is actually like people who want to dislodge this beautiful harmony the West Ham have right now. I think that's the main reason behind everything. People want to dislodge this beautiful harmony that we have right now. And you know what? Let them try. Because what do they say? Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Simple as. Simple as. And all they're throwing words around like spears and swords and knives and trying to like get under man and man's skin. And it's like Declan Rice is a very grounded, intelligent, level-headed person for his age, man. Like we forget how old he is because he conducts himself like a true professional. And I think that's what other clubs see. And that's what they want. They want that at their club. Like United, Manchester United, they want that at their club. Chelsea, they want that at their club. I just love this Tuchel guy. Like, I really don't. I'm being sarcastic. But it's like, I really love this Tuchel guy because how are you going to sell Zuma? Honestly, even Glenn Johnson came out and said, like, why would they sell Zuma? Like, he got 5 goals, like, off of his noggin last season as, like, a center half dog. Like, and he can do the same in our third. Might not be a goal, but it'll be a clearance. And he's an athletic boy, and he's bubbly. And it seems Moyes is not only going for your skill set, he's going for your mindset in the sense that he wants to bring people to the club that are going to make that dressing room fun. You know what I mean? And we have that in abundance. I am kind of dumbstruck why Lingard didn't come, but hey, you saw Moyes. He was at the Euros, man. He saw Vlasic. He saw Kroll. You know what I mean? He saw Zuma. Like, he did his homework, man. Big up David Moyes, man. Big up David Moyes, man. He did his homework, man. And it's showing. It's showing. Like, I even heard today we were linked with, sorry if I get the pronunciation wrong, but we were linked with Haselek. And apparently it was kind of clickbait because it said West Ham are in to sign a striker. So what does Peach do? Peach clicks on it. But then they're talking about January times. I know it's only 4 months from now, but I thought it was like, you know those signings we can get over the line even after the transfer deadline day? I thought it was like going to be one of those things, like when we got Nasri, when we got Patrice Evra. But it wasn't. It like the whole comment, not comment, but the whole news article went on, and then at the end, it's like, oh, January. So yeah, number one, Declan Rice, 100 million price tag. Do I agree with that? Yes. Do I think he could get more? Yes. Do I think he wants to go to another club? No. Do I think if we finish where we did last season or even above that, maybe win a trophy? This is like the detrimental season or the determining season for Declan Rice, because if West Ham can live up to their potential and do what we all know they can do, nobody's turning Declan Rice's head. Nobody. I don't care if you are Pamela Anderson with like some skimpy little bra on, dog. You're not changing Declan Rice's tunnel vision of West Ham United because he loves West Ham United as a club, number one. Number two, he loves West Ham United as a family. Number three, he loves the players in West Ham, coinciding to why he loves the club like a family. Number three. Number four, yes, I know him and his family support Chelsea, but Cresswell supports Liverpool. Like these players can support other clubs and play for the club they play for, man. So that's number one. The Haselek, interesting. It's like the transfer news is already starting. We're not even like 4 months closer to like signing anybody new. Interesting. Number three, Arthur Masuaku. Can't even talk, dog. Arthur Masuaku. Apparently he played against Chelsea. It was like maybe what a week ago, maybe not even. And he held his own. He didn't play in last night's cup match, but maybe he needs a rest. Like how Antonio's training, kind of rest here, train there, rest, train, rest, train on like a Ledley King regime. You know what I mean? But it would be good to see Arthur like come off the bench. I'm really excited for this game against the Saints, man, because you got Zuma, you got Craw, and you got Vlasic. I know Moyes likes to bed them in slowly. I get that. But when he's confident about a player, he puts them right into the deep end, like Lingard. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see Dawson get dropped for Zuma. The three behind Antonio, I cannot really see that happening because they're like performing out of their boots right now. Ben Rama, Bowen, and Fornals. Come on. Come on, man. You need to use this, dog?
No, I'm just trying to return bucks.
Oh, yeah. So you need this?
No, just the slot there.
Oh, word up. See, I'm at the library, dog, doing two things here. I'll move this still, man. Just doing some YouTube thing, man. Come again?
Not the return?
I don't know. Accepting library returns.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You got it, dog.
There we go.
Yeah, so, yeah, man, big up. So, yeah, man, like, I fancy us against the Saints, you know. And I fancy some changes being made. As I was saying, like, I know Moyes likes to bet in his players, but I see Zuma starting for Dawson straight up. What I just said about the three with Fornals and Ben Rama and Bowen, can't really see so much about like the birds are talking to all of y'all, man, straight up. But like, yeah, with the three like Ben Rama, Bowen, and Fornals, can't really see anything going on there. They're just playing out of their skin, man, straight up. Then I heard something about the PAI. Sorry to bring it up, but I have to. David Gold, apparently, he's willing to sell some of his shares, and it would actually financially benefit West Ham. And it's a check. Do you believe it? It's a check. It's a Czech Republic man who wants to financially invest in West Ham. It's like we're turning. It's like West Ham / Czech Republic, dog. Do I mind that? Not at all. Not one iota. I do not mind that at all, dog. Straight up, they're hardworking, they're good people. Like that video, the cringy, kind of happy, kind of welcoming crawl to West Ham United. It was live off, man. Like it was. You can see the family aspect. What's up, David? What's up, disabled team? But you can see the family aspect that we're creating, and I love it. I love it, man. I love it. So we talked about Declan Rice. We talked about Arthur Masuaku. We talked about PAI with a Czech investor. Something else still. There's something else still. Arthur Masuaku. Then there was, Declan Rice, Arthur Masuaku. Haselek. That was it. Apparently we're after Haselek in January transfer window. It'll be interesting to see where he puts Vlasic. It really will. Like, is he going to use him as a false number 9, or is he going to use him as a number 10? Kind of similar. Or is he going to use him as a striker? Don't know. I'm looking forward to it, though. Well, looking forward to it. I'm doing a video with Gatesy, like on I think I already said this, so sorry for repeating myself. But just rating the transfer business that we got up to in the summer. And yeah, it was nuts, wasn't it? Like Ariel was the only man on board, and then the last day comes and it's like bing bang bosh. Like literally bing bang bosh. No, because it was because Zuma, but we got him first, and then we got Vlasic like at the beginning, and then we got Crawl. So yeah, man, it's happy days to be a West Ham United supporter. I'm looking forward to the Saints. I wish it was today, not next week, but what can you do? We got England tomorrow. I'm enjoying watching West Ham and England, to tell you the truth, man. Because England, they did. I'm gonna quote Gonzo verbatim, but he was like, I think it was Gonzo. He's like, England had a lackluster first half performance. Yes, they did. But in the second half, we came with it. We came with it. And Jack Grealish, even though how much he's like a international diver, what a player, man. Like his weight on the ball, his ideology of where he wants to put the ball, and it goes exactly there. He's yeah, like him, Mount and Bryce linked up. Like no, him, Mount and sorry, who was it? Him, Mount and Sterling linked up so well, Mr. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Big up for it for mine. But yeah, man, looking I'm looking forward to the match tomorrow. I think it's going to be a totally different 11. I can't see him playing Rice. But he better not play Rice. If he plays Rice, Brighton, I will be vexed. He shouldn't play. Like the only people he should play that played the other day. Not even your toffee boy there, Pickford. Not even him. I say like overhaul the whole first team. Except for who? Maybe Sterling, keep him in, just because I think he still needs to find his feet this season. But yeah, back to West Ham. Talk Sports sucks. He's worth well over. Oh no, it was Luke. I think that was saying them things about Rice, dog. Not Conzo. I think it was Luke, dog, from the 3Ms. Big up, Luke. Yo, we did that transfer deadline day thing, and like Luke had the audacity to like put on like police like siren sounds, dog. I thought the feds were coming, dog. I was scared, man. I was like looking over my shoulder. I was all dressed in a suit like 3 in the morning. All like scared, like, no, 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 not again. Not again. But it was just him. And he's like, I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself. Big up Luke. Big up Luke, man. Yeah, it was Luke. It was Luke's walk to work. That's what it was yesterday. That's what it was, man. But yeah, so Rice, Altamasuaku on his way back. Hoselek, or Hoselek, however you say his name, looks like he's going to be coming in January. Transfer, transfer window talks has already started and it's 4 months away. We got a Czech Republic that wants to buy David Gold's shares in the team and whatever. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, Zuma. I don't believe we got him. I think he's going to be absolutely fan-rific. Straight up, man. How you doing, love? I'm good. How you doing? Oh, yeah. No problem. No problem. What do you mean? No problem. No problem at all. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that because, like, I'm, like, hogging the library return book thing. So, Peach is always hogging something, though. I was getting kicked out of sorry. I didn't get kicked out, though. I thought I was, but I didn't. So, that's dope. But, anyways, let me put the comments in real quick, y'all. So, money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Yes, Peachy. How you mean, man? Disabled team. Hi, Peach, my friend. Hope you're well, my friend. I'm brand new, dog. Like always, I hope that you're well. Yo, I love the fact that whenever we do a show, disabled teams always in the building. Viper's always in the building, man. It's like, well, we're missing Gaza. We're missing Singleton, and we're missing Gaza, dog. And Ford Mine always turn up, dog. How do you mean? Big up the man, then. I honestly think West Ham will have another fantastic season. So do I, my friend. Hope the fans can go to the majority of European away games this season too. Me too. Isn't it funny? We get into Europe and then it's like we won't be able to go there. Funny. West Ham way, isn't it? Yes, David. Yo, big up yourself, man. David has an opinion, man. David, or like, should I call you David? Because like we're turning into Czech Republic, dog. You know what I mean? David Trevit, David Trevit, David Trevit. Straight up, man. Yo, there's a pink Porsche, dog. I'm looking at a pink Porsche right now. I kid you not. Wow, that looks pretty dope. It's like a 911 turbo, pink Porsche. Wow, and I ain't even a car man, but yo, when I see something nice, I respect that. Segway, man. Fortune Mine, hi Peach, hi everyone. That's Gatesy, obviously. Yo, me and Mozzie are gonna be doing the show tonight. Straight up. It's late. It's late. It's gonna be late on your diaries, dog. It's gonna be late on your diaries. But me and Andy Miles, we're doing another show today, dog. We done like two so far, man. Two or three. Well, we done more than that, but like in a row. See, now I'm getting amped. Now I'm getting hyped, dog. Fortune Mine come up in the place, and now I'm getting hyped, dog. Straight up. For this side, yeah, man. Me and Mozzie, we did one last night. It was wicked. We had Frankel on. It was dope. Bonkers. Did one the other day, and Titch was on. Big up Hammers Fans United if you ain't prescribed. Like I'm filling out prescriptions, dog. If you ain't subscribed to Titch, Hammers Fans United, please do. Same as Ford Tremaine, please do. Yeah, but me and Miles, we done like two shows. And people seem to like them, man. And all we do is talk nonsense. Like, I've talked more West Ham content in like 26 minutes than me and Andy talk in like 2 minutes. Straight up. We just have fun. We sing a bit, joke a bit, laugh a bit, talk about food and all them things there, dog. Trust me. Andy puts on his disco lights, his disco ball lights, dog. It's crazy, man. We turn it into a party, man. And Charlie boy, Mr. Brooklyn, Mr. Big Brooklyn Stepper, how do you mean? He's coming through tonight, dog. He's coming through tonight. So you're going to have Andy Miles, you're going to have Charlie boy, Mr. Big Stepper Brooklyn, and then you're going to have Peach. You know what I mean? I'm going to put two things down. It's going to be around, I'm thinking like 11, 12. We'll start like 11, 12. And it's Saturday, so y'all can watch it and wake up on Sunday with a hangover. Come drink with us. And have a sing-song with us. Have a laugh with us. And yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that this evening, or should I say the morning. It doesn't ever seem like the morning, though, does it? Like, because it's like 11 p.m., and then it's like 12 p.m., and then it goes to 1 a.m., and you're like, yeah, but it's still the nighttime. You know what I mean? Because, like, I could be at the pub till, like, 2 a.m., and, like, it's still the nighttime to me. It's like morning starts at, like, 7 or 8 in the morning. That's when they should do it. Like, 6 in the morning should be when it turns from, like, p.m. to a.m. It should be, like, it would be awkward, but it should be, like, 6 a.m., and then, yeah, just started at 6. Like, so it finishes at p.m. at like 5 in the morning, and then 6 a.m., it's morning time. Straight up. Why didn't they think about this before Beach Day? Like, why is it 12? Doesn't make any sense. Because when I'm out at a pub and like it's 1, 2 in the morning, I'm not like it's morning. I'm like, yeah, I was out last night till like 2 a.m. But that should be like 2 p.m. I know you'd have 2 p.m.s, but who cares? You got 2 p.m. noon, and then you got 2 p.m. late night things. See, I'm starting to go off. Straight up. Straight up, man. Hold on. Let me see what the other man number is saying. Yes, disabled team hi to David Trevit. That even sounds better, dog. That even sounds better. And with your Cockney accent, dog, yo, you can make that sound like fire, dog. I ain't even playing with you. Like, yo, it'd be like on some, because like Sufal now wants to go by Tufal. So it's like you got Tufal, you got Suchek, you got Crawl, and you got David Trevit. It even rhymes, dog. I'm calling you that from now on, my G. David Trevit. I love that. I love that. Honestly, man. E13. You hear me? You don't know. David Trevit. I like that, man. Yo, Pete Chapman. Big up, Pete. Mr. Chapman is up in the gates. Straight up. Yo, man, let me keep going through. Forge from Iron. Blessed for the plug. Peach. Yo, I plug everybody's thing, dog. But only the good things. Like when I say I plug everybody's thing, it makes me look like a plug slut. I'm not a plug slut. You know what I mean? I'm not a plug slut, dog. But it's like I plug everything and anything that has exquisite content, that has characters, that has, you know, just that what you want to watch type thing, man. Straight up. And Fortune got that, man. Straight up. Like, yo, I ain't playing. Real talk. Hammers chat, West Ham Forum. They're going on just now, or probably in half an hour. I got my notifications on. If you don't have your notifications or notifications, I like notifications. Pretty fly for some Wi-Fi, because I'm teething the Wi-Fi just here right now. That's why I thought she was gonna give me like the, but she didn't. Yeah, if you don't have your notifications on, see, I talked the way I spell that. Notifications. If you don't have the notifications, press the bell, and you can see when pizza's coming on all the time, dog. All the time. If it's like talking West Ham, if it's talking food and disco ball things and drinks, if it's talking like on some, oh yes, hello, this is Posh Peach. Posh Peach. Absolutely, it is Posh Peach. If you want to see some of that, I got you. You never know what's going to go down and when it goes down. So, yo, hit the bell. You get the notifications. You see when I'm coming on. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. It's like you can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink. So me saying to you, press the like button, press the like button. It's like, no, you're the horse. I could say to the horse all day long, drink the blood clot water. But the horse will just like look up at me and be like, so like, yo, can't tell y'all to press nothing. You know what I mean? So if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But I do suggest bell things, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air things, dog. Trust me. Hit them things, you get to see when I'm coming on all time, every time, all day, all night, all morning. It's a beautiful Saturday. I love it. It's lovely, man. Let us play a game. Live chat, gremlins. Chocolate or vanilla? Interesting, Gatesy. I like that. Oh, Charlie Boy's in the building. Charlie Boy's in the building. Charlie Boy's in the building. Blah, blah, blah. Ticka, ticka, ticka. Blah, blah, blah. Don't know. My G, man. What a man. What a man, Charlie Boy. What a man. That man is a legend, man. Absolute blood clot legend. It's like there's not many people that can like match me on energy, dog. And homeboy matches me, if not like overtakes me in energy, dog. I'm showing you, man. And you get some, and he done told me. He done told me, man. He said he's coming on the show tonight with Mozzie and myself, and he said he's bringing Jameson along with him. If y'all don't know what that means, Jameson, dog. Like, let me put it like Hennessy, dog. Like champagne things, dog. Like this is all my message with. Like, yo, I drink ciders to get up inside it. You get me? I ain't cracked this one because it ain't 11 o'clock yet. Still, it's coming up though soon. But it's like, yo, I drink cider things, dog. Like, that's some ghetto things, dog. Homeboy drinks some like Marlon Brando type things, dog. Some like, yo, Joe Pesci type things, dog. Like, he only mucks around with the best, like Hennessy, Jameson, Sambuca, the licorice thing there. Like, yo, he does my nothing, man. Like, You don't muck about, man. You don't muck about, man. Like I know certain people like that. The only alcohol they drink is like top shelf things like what's it called? Decero, Decenero. I don't know, the tequila thing, man. Top shelf things. Patron. Like top, like I love margaritas. Like whenever I go on a holiday, like to Barbados or Bahamas, come on, pretty mama, Aruba, Jamaica. Oh, I'm gonna take you to Key Largo. Well, I don't know how it goes, but dope song still. But yeah, man, whenever I go on vacation, I margarita two things, dog. Like rim it up on the top of the glass with salt. Oh yes, please, man. Yes, please. I love them things, dog. I love them things. Some lime juice, some tequila. Just a next drink that I love, man. Charlie would be all over this still. It's called a Gimlet. I don't know if y'all have it like in the UK still, but when I go down south to like Florida or like places like them ways there, dog, Gimlet, man, it's literally just like lime cordial with like gin. So dope. So dope. But it goes down too easy, man. And that's why they only serve it in a little glass. Cause like, oh my days, you'll drink that like Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? You'll drink that like Lucasade. Like you'll drink that like it's Jacob squash, isn't it? Like you'll drink that like them things, doc. It's mad. That's what they might even put in it, like lime squash. They might put that in it. So y'all should definitely get it in the UK if they put that in it. Real things. Anyways, back to the comments. Yes, Pete Chapman is up in the place. Aiken, the disabled team, went to the gym for the second time since COVID. I am so unfit and weak. My dad was feeling the same thing, Gatesy. Like he has a back problem. And it's like they want to give him like cortisone shots for it. First shot, where second shot, where third shot, they were kind of like getting to the point now, but still, where like flop, like the family fortunes thing, like big up the hammers. But yeah, it like X marks the spot type thing, dog. And then on his own accord, he was like, yo, why don't I get one of those Cortex back? Like, you know how those whatchamacallit, the weightlifters and thing, like Iron Man or whatever it's called, and they got like that leather belt thing around their waist. Like he has one of that, but it's like it's made out of Cortex. And he feels no pain now when he walks. Like bless him to death, man. Like bless up Barney, man. Like Barney, bless up Barney, dog. Cause like he had like what 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 knee operations from playing football. And then he got 2 knee replacements. He wanted to get them at the same time, which was mad, but he could handle it. He's a G, like real OG. He is an OG. And yeah, man, he got I think his left one first, right one second. The right one sucked because the epidural that they give you to like numb it didn't work for the right one. Only kind of half worked for the second one for the left one. Yeah, so him like just thinking out the box and like, oh, I'm gonna get this like little waistband thing because now his knees are good, but it's like his back hurts when he walks. So it's like with Gatesy saying like how he feels unfit and that because he ain't been to the gym since COVID and thing. My dad's kind of on the same vibe. Like he just started being able to like walk down the streets again, go downtown, kick it, go down by the lake, like where I shoot some of my videos. And I went with him for a walk yesterday. And like as you can tell, 39 minutes, I like to talk, yeah. And it's like me and my dad are walking, Peach is talking, and my dad's to the point where he's like, shut the up. Like, shut the up. Like, he's like, this is why I go on walks by my own, because like, I don't have to hear your rabbiting. And I'm like, I'm just talking though, dog. Like, and I talk to my dad like that, straight up. That's my family, dog. How do you mean? And he's like, would you just shut up? Like, like come up for air. Like, shut up. Like, tomorrow I'm going alone. And then today, so he wakes up and he's all like chipper. And he's like, yeah, going for a walk. I was like, okay, let me put my track pants on. He's like, no. I'm like, what do you mean, no? He's like, no, I want to go for a walk by my blood clot self, Doc. He didn't say them words, but those are the words he meant. And I'm like, all right. I was like, do you mind really? He's like, no, because he's such a nice man. And he's like, no, I don't mind. You can come with me if you want. Put up with my rabbiting. And yeah, he he said, no, it's okay. You can come. But I was like, no, I respect that. Like, I like to go for walks too, just to be on my own, do my own thing, go here, go there, wherever. I'm gonna walk up the road today and get a roti, dog. Straight up, I found this dope place, a Trinidadian roti shop, dog. I done sent Gatesy the picture, Charlie Boy the picture, like the place, dog. They do tandoori, but then they also do like rotis, man. But they're goat roti. Bridget, I go to this one place and it's like they fry the goat, dog. You cannot fry some goat, dog. It's like lamb. You know what I mean? You put it in a pressure cooker or you braise it all day long. So it's just like melt in your mouth type thing. It's like butter. And oh, this place, man, so dope. And every time I go in, there's this Trinidadian gal, and she's like, hello, sweetie. Hello, sweetie. I'm like, yo, I just go there for that. Forget the roti. Just go there for her calling Pete sweetie, dog. And then I'm out. And they do these things called doubles. I don't know how to describe them. I'll buy some and show you. When me and Andy do a video later, I'll buy some and show you. Because it's almost like donut pastry. Like, it's like soft like that. And then in the middle is like curry sauce with like chickpeas. And then I just get them to put in like pepper sauce on top of that. And oh my days, it's like seventh heaven things like Jessica Biel, dog. I ain't even playing with you, man. So to answer Gates' question, chocolate or vanilla? Chocolate. But no, chocolate and vanilla. Because there's this ice cream shop that opened up. This ice cream shop, ticka, blah, blah, blah. And like they do like vanilla, like soft serve. You know, like how you get the 99s, like back home and thing, with like the soft serve vanilla and then the flaky, like right up in it. It's like these ones, man, they're like soft serve, but they do like a swirl. So you can get like chocolate and vanilla. So if I had to go chocolate and vanilla, I'm going to like mess up everything and go both chocolate and vanilla. Just saying. All right, Forage from Iron. Peach, you need some company. Oh, if you want to come on, Dark, hold on. I'll send you the link just now. Charlie thought it was going to be 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Yeah, our time. Our time, 8 p.m., which is like 12. Their time. That's what I said. 11 or 12 is going to start, Dark. Listen, Dark. Listen, Dark. Open up your ears like Mickey Mouse. Hear what I'm saying through the house. Listen, Dark. Straight up, man. Yeah, man. 8 p.m. our time, which is like, what, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, which is like 1 o'clock their time. You know what I mean? So Mozzie said 7 to 8, but like, yo, 8, if you can run 8, we run 8. Because, we all hail Charlie Boy, straight up, man. We all have the Charlie Meister, Charles Meister. You know that's my middle name, huh, Doc? You know that's my middle name still, you know. My father's dad, and my father's father was named Charlie, and my mother's father was named Henry. So my middle name is Charles Henry. So, yo, one of a kind still, you know. Charlie Boy and Peach get ill, you know. Trust me. The disabled team. I went to physio the other day to see if I can get a prostate leg. My back and hip is so weak. So they said I wouldn't manage a prostate. I don't get that. I wouldn't manage a prostate leg. So I know what you mean when you said you're so weak. Word up, 100%, man. 100%. Yeah, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. Like, wouldn't a prostate leg be better? Like, that's what I'm thinking. But maybe it's because you're not feeling like fully fit right now. that they're looking out for you and saying maybe like kind of get a bit more fit and like, you know, you're not so weak, so it's gonna have a detrimental effect like on your body and thing. And maybe that's the case. I don't know. But yeah, if you gotta like do some workout things and kind of get a bit more in shape, then do that, man, because I think that would be the best thing for you. Straight up, man. Jamie Fluck, that's a new name. Jamie Fluck. Press. I can't talk sometimes, Doc. I ain't even had a drink yet, Doc, and I can't even talk. Jamie Fluck. That's like, oh, okay, I see I'm going off. But Jamie Fluck, yo, if you could kindly press the notification bell icon, hit all. Every time I do a video, you get notified. Notified. That's what I was saying before. Notified. Notification. No notification. 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 I just made up a new word, dog. Straight up. Disabled team. He could be Hammer of the Year come the end of the season at Jamie Flood. Fortnals? Yes. Yes. I didn't even read Jamie's comment. I'm sorry. I got all on like press the bell. No notification. Fortnals, our most important player this season. Yeah. Me and Charlie Boy has been saying this from time. He does the dirty work. You don't see it. He's Hayden Mullins in disguise. Honestly, man, he's like Steve Lomas in disguise. Like, yeah, what a player. Like the awareness that he had the other day when we all thought Antonio was just going to strike his laces through that ball, dog. We all thought that, dog. And then he cuts back, passes to Fornals. Fornals has the intelligence to see him, passes it back, and then Antonio passes it back to him, and then it's just like Fornals just place kicked it, man. It was a touch of brilliance. It really was. It was a touch like that was on some Barcelona, Man City type thing, like Real Madrid type thing. Like I was so happy, and I didn't see it because let me show you, Doc. Let me show you. When I was watching the match, I was streaming it, yeah. So my dad was watching it. I think it was on BT1 or BT2, and my dad was watching it, and I'm watching it. But then, right when was it? Then Rama passed it to Antonio. Oh, get away, B. I'm bringing honey with me next time. And I'm just going to put a dollop of honey like over there just so they stay there. But when Ben Rama passed it to Antonio, we all thought Homeboy was going to take that shot. And the intelligence of Fornals to then get the ball and then give it back to him. And the intelligence of Antonio too. Then to see him. And then Fornals easy tapping. Like it was unselfish football. I love it. It looked like the old Arsenal with Perez and Bergkamp and Henry. It looked like a play that they burned. Like we didn't walk it into the net. It was intricate. It was very intricate, man. Honestly. So yeah, I agree with you. Hammer of the Year, as the disabled team said. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. 1 iota, man. Not 1 iota. Hold up. Come on. Believe it or not, I have a 400-pound deadlift at a 360-pound back squat to my resume. But nowadays, my left knee isn't very happy with that. Your left knee is mad at you, doc. Your left knee is having a row with you, doc. It's like, stop putting me through this much pain, doc. Honestly, straight up. Jamie Fluck. That's what I was going to say. So my dad, he had a friend named Donald Gluck. Like, what's that like, Doc? Imagine your mother and father naming you Donald Gluck. Like, you already know it's going to be a Gluck. Why not name it like Jamie Gluck? You know what I mean? Why not name it like Matthew Gluck? No, they named him Donald Gluck, Doc. Are you having a Toys R Us Jeffrey Giraffe, Doc? Like, how are you going to name your boy Donald Gluck? I don't get it. I do not get it, Doc. It's like some lady I saw on what was it, ITV News yesterday, man, after the chase. Look at the Dark Destroyer on the chase now, got a beard and thing, looking all pimped out. I've seen that yesterday, man. But yeah, no, they had this lady on. She was like 88 something years old. And apparently she has like people that come over and like, they're like caretakers, caregivers. And her name was Joan Jones. Like, how much thinking went into her name being Joan Jones? It's like, oh, let's just call like, let's say her first name, let's just put it in front. Joan Jones, JJ. Like, I don't know, Donald Gluck. I don't get it, Jamie Fluck. Donald Gluck. I don't get it, dog. But yo, what are you saying? If Moyes plays Vlasic over him, he's made a huge mistake 100%. Over Fornals, I'm assuming. I don't drink Zambuca, bruv. Oh, well, sucks for you, dog. Neither do I. But like my dad does. He loves it. And I know Miles, he loves it too. The concern I have is West Ham played good money, played good money. Did they really play good money, disabled team? They played good money, did they? They played like a 4-5-1 of money, or did they play like a 4-4-2 of money? Or did they play like a 4-3-2-1 of money? I get what you're saying. I'm taking the P. The concern I have is West Ham paid good money for Vlasic, so Moyes is planning on putting him in the starting 11, but there isn't a player who deserves to be benched in the midfield at Jamie Fluck. I agree with you. You can't drop Fornals. You can't drop Owen. You can't drop Roma. You can't drop Antonio. The only person that would even be considered to get dropped would be Bowen, in my humble opinion. Real talk. All right, all on. Yes, Charlie boy, how are you, my friend? Dunno, I'm doing well. How are you, buddy? Charlie boy, good. Jamie Fluck back in the building. It creates competition, to be fair, which we need. And he's strengthened in the positions he needed to, which is brilliant. All we're missing is a left back, and a striker. And that would have been like a 360 degrees to blue cheese type transfer window, man. It creates competition, to be fair, and that's what we need, absolutely. With the Europa competition, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, League, yeah, 100%, man. Also, we'll most likely have two different teams for Europe, Europa League, and Premier League. Agree. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm good, thank you for asking, Charlie. Don't know. Do you think Crowd's going to be Europe squad player at Jamie Fluck? I'll say this at the disabled team, yes. I say Crowd will be a European player, and I think Areola will too. But once they have two blinders in like 2 games, I can see it hard getting that shirt off of them. Really, man. Jamie Crow will only have a few chances, agreed, to get into the team this season. In my opinion, he'll be subbed on in the second half, most likely, kind of filling the Mark Noble role, and he'll have to show his worth in that time he has. Absolutely, and that's why if he does show his worth in that time he has, it's going to be hard to get the shirt off the man. Like I love the signings. I cannot like go against any of the signings. Like even Vlasic, like he was a little kid when he came to Everton, man. He's grown man things now. So I'm looking really forward to seeing how Moyes utilizes him as a player. Real talk, man. It'll be an interesting what's the word, man? It'll be an interesting I want to say events. It'll be an interesting occurrence of events. Why, Pete sounds smart, dog. How you mean? Pops wants to walk in peace. No doubt. Of course he is. He wants to walk in peace. Pops wants to walk in peace. Pops don't want to walk with Peach. Pops don't want to hear Peach speak because Pops wants to walk in peace. Oh, no. Jamie Flood should have spent the money on Lingard. I agree. I think we should have spent the money on Loftus Cheek as well, to tell you the truth, man. Honestly. I think we should have. Really. It was good seeing Lingard come off the bench for England. I think that's on game time he's going to be playing. What is it, after 3 games? He got 4 minutes? No. That was a silly. That was a silly. That was silly. That was silly, man. That was absolutely silly. Cause like he'd be a king at West Ham. Big fish, small pond. Manchester United, small pond. No, at West Ham, small pond, big fish. Manchester United, big fish, small. No, at Manchester United, he would have been a small fish in a big pond. At West Ham, he would have been a big fish in a small pond. Finally got it out. But yeah, that was crazy. I didn't get that, man. Donald Gluck, right? That's what I'm saying, dog. That's what I'm saying. Mickey Mouse, right? Mickey, like Mickey House. It's like your last name, like that boy who you after from. I forget where he's from, but you did a video on him, Gatesy. House. You did a video on this boy. I forget where he's from. Maybe Fulham. House. Imagine if his mom and dad named him Mickey. Mickey House. Like, really? Come on, man. Like, it's just dumb. That's like dumb. That's like your last name's Mouse. You're gonna name your kid Mighty, like Mighty Mouse. Like stupid, man. Um, red wine or white wine? Oh, Gates's into the challenges today, dog. I ain't even playing with you. I ain't even playing with you. Gates's into the challenges today. Red wine for me all day long. I like to cook with it. I like to drink it. Yeah, red wine for me all day long. All day long. Oh, there he goes again. Tier coffee. I can't stand coffee, dog. I cannot stand coffee. I live by a chain that's kind of like Costa, and it is massive here. It's a ex NHL hockey player. His name was Tim Horton, and yeah, you get people going there from like 6 in the morning to like 6:11 in the evening, dog. Just like it's like they put crack in it, man. It's mashed up. Like they go there religiously. Like and they get the large cups too. I can't stand coffee. Give me some hot chocolate, I'm good. Give me some tea, I'm good. Coffee, not for me. Not one iota, man. Um, strawberry cheesecake or tiramisu? Strawberry cheesecake. Tiramisu is too sickly sweet. Strawberry cheesecake, I like the crust. It's like that graham cracker cookie crust. And the strawberries, raspberry cheesecake for me still. Even chocolate cheesecake. If you've ever had that, it's dope. If you haven't had it, try it. Chocolate cheesecake, you'd be impressed. I promise you. The disabled team. Why didn't Jess come to West Ham? The transfer window at Jamie Fleck. Apparently, there was a reason why he didn't come, but I don't know what that reason was. I think it was his daughter being in Manchester. But he has an apartment in the same building that David Moyes lives in. He owns it. Like you don't rent it. He owns it. So I don't know. Maybe because like school started back up, she settled at school. So he wanted to keep her at the same school. Come January, might be a whole different outlook on it because she'll be kind of settled in her school and he can bug her out back to like Shad Thames or wherever it is, man. Docklands, you know what I mean? Jamie Fluck. He's been promised minutes to Manchester United, so he decided to stay there, which is fair because anyone, would stay at their boyhood club if they got the chance. Hence Declan Rice. Thank you. Hold on. Mickey House. Yeah, I see you. If they got the choice. Pete, WhatsApp me the link if you want company here. I will do that. 1 second. I'm just going through these comments, dog. Stupid beats. He won't get many minutes at Jamie Fleck, not with the squad they have. No, you're like people forget names even when they're talking about them. Like you got Pogba, 1. The name they forget is Fred. You got Fred, 2. You got Ronaldo, 3. You got Cavani, 4. You got Greenwood, 5. You got McTominay, 6. Homeboy's not getting a game. Like, Homeboy is not getting a game. He is going to be, like, super sub. He's basically the babyface assassin turned Jesse Lingard. The babyface assassin just turned to Jesse Lingard, dog. Straight up. That's it. 100. Jamie Flood, we might go for him on loan and on a loan offer. Well, we could do that. We could do loan offer. Oh, in January. Sorry, I missed that. That makes sense. That does make sense. How are you, Peach? Gaza, as I always say, I'm brand new. I hope you are well. I hope everything's chill, chill. Chris, Curry. Yeah, I hope you're good, man. Thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated. Charlie Boy, hey Gaza, how you doing, buddy? See, Charlie Boy is a G dog because every time Gaza comes up in the place, he's always like, "How are you? How are you?" Like, basically, big up yourself. How you doing? So I love that, seeing Charlie Boy saying to him, "How are you?" Now, like, we love you, Gaza. We love Gaza. We do. We love Gaza. We do. We love Gaza. We do. Oh, oh, Gaza, we love you 100%, man. Hi, Charlie Boy. How are you? Thanks, my friend. I'm fine, Charlie Boy. Done. No, I'm good. Gaza, wicked. Nice one. Charlie Boy, I'm doing good. Gaza, it looks like Moise is playing with a false nine. Excuse me. It looks like Moise is playing with a false nine, so possibly I don't see Jesse walking straight into the West Ham like first team. I agree with that. I said that from jump because Fornals is playing out of his boots. Bowen, Benrahma, I couldn't see it as the same situation as last when Lingard came. He basically like walked into the first team, and I can't see that. Um, and I think it's going to be difficult for Vlasic as well. Like I see Zuma walking straight into the first team, but Vlasic, unsure of. If you're going to drop anybody, like I said before, it'd be Bowen. Crawl, yeah. I think he is not going to be walking into the first team. Areola, I still can't get my head around it. He's like one of the illest, like, Premier League goalkeepers, and he's on the bench. Mr. Barcelona, Mr. Real Madrid. I don't get it. And I think once he does play, it's going to be really hard getting that shirt off of him. I really do, man. You have to appreciate David David Moyes' loyalty towards somebody like Fabianski because yeah, if it wasn't for him, Fabianski, we'd be in dire straits in certain matches, man. And Moyes is repaying him back with keeping him in the team. I agree with you. Hi, Gaza. How are you, my friend? Big up Disabled Team. How do you mean? And big up Gaza. Hold up. Gatey, I'm coming to you in a minute. Hi, Disabled Team. How are you, James Fluck? I hope, I have hope. I have hoping for Lingard once we sign Vlasic. Yeah, I had hope up too. But think about it. If we got Lingard right now, you're looking like 15, 20 million. It was Young JAK to the E, West Ham unofficial. He made this point, and it's a really good point. And I think Gatesy might have made this point too, but I know Jake did for sure. And he said he was worth like, really, we wanted him for 15, but it was like 20 to 25 million is what Manchester United would have accepted. Without getting any game time and maybe just playing for England, like here, there, coming off the bench for England, coming off the bench for United, I see his value decreasing by many. So what could have been a 20 to 25 million signing, I think will now be anywhere from like 10 to 15 million pound signing, honestly. And it might be good business at the end of the day. There's only 4 months. We got four covers in Areola, Zuma, Kral, and Vlasic. So we're in good stead. But yeah, I can see the likes of Lingard, what's his name, Carvalho for Fulham, striker, young boy, and Hoslick. So we might get 2 strikers and an attacking midfielder in January, and then left back. Who knows? We might go back in for Talafico. You never know, man. You never know. See, Charlie told me how to pronounce that right. It's not Tagliafico. It's Talafico. G silent, straight up. All right, hold on. I'm fine. Thanks, DT. Gave up. Totally agree. And Jamie Fleck, disabled team. I'm good. Thank you for asking. That's good. The disabled team. I hear we can sign whole like next window. Yeah, I read that today. All right. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I just got to do this, and I will be back with Gatesy. Hold on. Smile, 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 dog. Yo, big up, smile, smile, dog. How you mean? Big up, smile, smile, dog. I love that. Straight up, man. Hold up. Let me do this, man. How do we do this? We do it like invite a guest. We are going to invite Gatesy. Copy the clipboard. Excuse me for 1 second. I will be right back. Oh, before I go, doing good. How you been? I'm brand new, son. I'm brand new. I hope you're well, man. Hope everything's positive. Love life, stay positive type things. You know what I mean? Trust me, man. Hold on. I'll be right back. See, that wasn't too long. Oh, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Yeah. Oh, you doing okay? Wicked, wicked. Hold on. You doing okay? That's wicked, man. That's wicked. That's wicked, man. It's good to have you on the show. And like I'm being like a whatchamacallit, like a plug slut today still, you know. If you wouldn't mind pressing that bell icon, like the note. See, I'm calling it no tie fight coming on. And like we called this show West Ham Random because honestly it is kind of random. Like we'll go on like 3 o'clock your time. We'll go on like 12 or 1 in the morning your time. We'll go on like 8 in the evening your time. You know what I mean? So it's just works out better for everybody if they press that bell notification thing because they get to have a bit more peace in their life. You know what I mean? I got that from Brownie. Brownie said something like that. I forget what he said, but I love Brownie. He's so dope. Whenever he starts his videos off, he's like, love life and, you know, be kind to one another. And it's like during this pandemic. And I think that's absolutely brilliant, man. Like, what a legend. What an absolute legend, man. When I come to London, dog, it's like, yo, I'm going to Cardiff to go check the man because he's just a gem. Like honestly, he is just a gem, man. I'm going to Somerset. I'm going to Somerset to whatchamacallit. No, I see you, Gatesy. I see you, Gatesy. Hold on. But I'm going to Somerset to check Jake. I'm going to Dartford to check Duke, Gatesy, the man them. How do you mean? Yo, man, it's gonna be I might even go to like, yo, sorry, just like cut out for a second. But I might even go to like Glasgow to see like Anton, dog, because I think he's a ledge. I think he is a legend. Legend. I check Anton in Glasgow TOW for he, because it's the only one and only Gatesy. I love Brownie too. Smile, smile, dog. Straight up. Such a man. What a man. He's a legend. But here comes Gatesy. If you're ready, prepare yourself for knowledge of West Ham that you don't know about, that you will know about, that you might already know about, that he talks exquisitely. Big up the man then, Mr. G to the A to the T, E to the S to the Y. He's so fly. He's so fly. He's pretty fly for a white guy. How do you mean, man? I'm just saying.
That's quite the introduction, I got to say. That's
You
quite the
always get the.
introduction.
Don't,
I hope
always
I
give
can
you the.
live up to the
I
billing.
always give you the good introductions, Gatesy. I always
You
do.
do. You do. Do you like the shirt?
Oh yes, please, tiger me. Oh yes, please,
It's a
tiger me,
Hawaiian shirt. It's
tiger
not
me.
a tiger. Look at the flowers and all the palm trees and
No,
all that.
that's tigery. That's
You
tigery.
think?
That is tigery to me, dog. Nope,
Do you remember
tigery.
the darts player Wayne Mardle? He used to sort of like do his walk on sort of like to the Hawaii 5-0 music, and he used to wear shirts just like this. The guys
Yeah,
in the
right.
live chat will probably be jumping in a minute, going, "Yeah, I remember Wayne Mardle. He does commentary now." So
My
this was
uncle. Go on.
no. I was going to say this I had to get because it was my daughter. We was down in
I
Cornwall a
love it.
couple of weeks back,
Yep.
and
Yeah,
she
I
saw
remember.
this
Yep.
shirt. We was in Perranporth, and there was this shop that was selling all Hawaiian style shirts, and she said, "Dad, you got to get one of them." So I was like, oh, on the last
Look
day,
at
I
what
was like,
Charlie said. Look
yeah,
at what Charlie said.
yeah, you know, Charlie, yeah. So yeah, so
Spot
this
on.
is down to my daughter. You know, I couldn't say no to her.
It's a TTT. It's a tiger tour.
Thanks, Charlie. Look what you've started
I
now.
love it.
Look what
I
you've
love
started now.
I love. No,
So how are
honestly,
you, my friend?
I'm brand new, but my uncle, my dad's brother, he like that's all. It's summertime. That's all he wears. That's all he wears. Like just those Hawaii 5-0 shirts. That's it. That's it. Like, oh, he's brilliant, man.
Yeah.
Ray, brilliant. Oh, he's brilliant,
Because
man.
Wayne Mardle, the darts player, his nickname was Hawaii 501. Because of course in darts you start at 501 and then get down to zero, don't you? So that was his nickname, Hawaii 501.
I've been like before COVID, Gatesy, like, and it was like I'd say a year before COVID, I really started getting into the darts, man. I really started getting into. I'd love to go to a darts match.
It's
like,
entertaining, isn't it?
They're all like fancy dress, having a laugh, having a drink. Like,
yeah.
Oh, magic, man.
Never been to one, but it's on my list of things I want to do before I shuffle off this mortal coil.
We'll go. Me, you,
let's do it.
Duke, Dad,
yeah. I'd love to either go to the World Championships at Ali Pali. That's the big one. But to be honest, outside of that, I'd actually quite like to go to the World Match Play in Blackpool. That looks pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I've stayed in Blackpool before. It's not great. Sorry, anyone that's watching that's from Blackpool. Blackpool itself is brilliant, but the tournament that they have at the Winter Gardens in Blackpool, it looks absolutely top draw. So yeah.
I was before COVID. I was getting so into it. Who's the Welsh boy? The Welsh boy with the mohawk kind of.
Oh, you're on about Snakebite.
No?
You're on about Snakebite. Peter Wright. He's Scottish. Well, I say he's Scottish. He's actually I think he's from Lowestoft in Suffolk. He's actually English born, but he's obviously taken Scotland as his country of choice. Fine, whatever.
Who's the Welsh boy? He wears like a black shirt with like
looks
like he got abs on it.
Gerwyn Price. He's the world champion. Gerwyn Price. Yeah. The Iceman.
The Iceman.
Yeah. He comes out to Vanilla Ice's Ice Baby as his entrance music.
No, I tell you, I started falling in love with that, and then COVID hits, and they still tried to do it, but there was nobody in the arena.
Different in it, It didn't quite have the same sort of buzz, the same sort of atmosphere. People in the audience pissed up and singing and dancing and giving sort of players, stick here and there. Listen, it looks great. Massively.
They made noise like it was at a football match, man.
Hold on, we've got Smile Dog is asking a question in the live chat there, Peach. What is your favourite food and place? Is hang on. Oh, there was another one. There was another one.
What is your
favorite scary movie? Are you guys in the live chat? If there's any questions you want to ask me, not about football, and you just want to sort of find out about me or Peach, just sling them in. Favorite scary movie? Do you know what? It seems it doesn't say a horror movie. It just says favorite scary movie. Do you know, I'm probably going to go a little bit off piste with the answer. And I'm going to say Aliens.
Makes sense.
Because it's a scary movie. It's not a horror movie, you know. But it's scary because obviously you got the aliens busting out of people's chests, and you know, and there's a a sort of like an army of aliens running around and sort of butchering people and all the rest of it. I'd say Aliens. I thought I thought Alien, the first one, was great, but the second one, it's one of the few films that are actually.
Sigourney Weaver, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah. It's one of the few movie franchises, if that's the right term, where the sequel, in my opinion, was actually better than the first one, and the first one I thought was very good.
Yeah. So I got two. You're gonna laugh at one. You're gonna have a proper giraffe at one. Honestly, you'll be like, Pete, you found that scary? Like, what are you dealing with? But my first one, and it was when I was young, so you have to like keep that in mind. It was when I was young, but I had nightmares over and over and over and over again after this movie. And you're gonna laugh your head off.
Go on.
E.T.
Really?
Swear to God. I found that so scary. I don't know why. I don't know.
What was it you found scary about E.T.? I found it. I mean, bear in mind, I was a kid then, but I found it sad.
Oh, I found that scary. It's like I'd wake up and like he'd be like in the corner of my room, and I'd be like with his little red finger, and I'd be like,
with his little red finger. Do you know what? I remember, and this is slightly. I remember one of my cousins had a T-shirt, and this was obviously in the 80s, and it was just sort of like it was basically, you got to sort of imagine it, E.T. standing at a toilet taking a leak, and then sort of like on the next caption of this on this T-shirt, the toilet seat lid drops down and traps his old chap, sort of whacks his old chap, and sort of like E.T. had his neck that would extend up, sort of as his Hamptons got squashed, he's like, ah! Smile Dog, second question, favorite food and place.
What was it?
He's got a question there. Favorite food and favorite place.
Hold on, my son.
See, favorite food. See, I love my food. I really do love my food.
So when you said favorite
difficult.
food and place, what did you mean by place? Like favorite food and place?
I'm guessing favorite, just like your favorite food. I don't know. I'll tell you what. We'll go. I'll say favorite food. It's so tough, so tough. But I'm probably gonna have to go Sunday roast.
Nice one.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go roast lamb. I'm gonna go. All the trimmings. Stuffing and Yorkie puds and roast spuds and. Obviously mint sauce with the lamb.
Better than that, especially when your mom cooks it for you or your wife.
But there's so many foods that I could say, Peach. I love me pie mash and liquor. Yeah. I love Indian. I love Chinese. I love pizza. Street food. There's so many different genres of food that I could say, oh yeah, that's really good, and I could choose that or whatever. But if push came to shove, if I was on death row. And I'm going for my last meal. The main course would probably be a roast lamb Sunday dinner.
You know what mine would be, man?
Go on, mate.
You know what mine would be? A proper full English, man.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice. Okay, I'll tell you what. Right. So what is your idea of a full English? Because different people have different ideas. Because I'm not keen on tomatoes.
Okay. I have tomatoes up in the mix. I will have mushrooms. Of course, you got the bacon. You got the egg, sunny side up, which you put on the fried slice. But the fried slice only is fried one side. The other side is not. So it's soft on the bottom, fried on the top.
Okay. Like it.
Black pudding, brown sauce for sure. Malt vinegar for sure. Hash browns for sure. What else?
Black pudding?
Beans, HP beans for sure, or Cross and Blackwell, but no HP beans. And what am I missing?
Black pudding, Peach.
Black pudding, yes, black pudding, yes.
You ever had white pudding?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I've only ever had
But
white pudding once.
Yeah.
I've only
No,
ever.
black pudding's
We went on a
lovely.
stag do back in 2016, in 2006 rather, in Dublin, and that was the first and so far the only time that I've ever had white pudding. Black pudding, had it many times, love it, but
Yeah.
that was the only time I'd ever really had white pudding. Was on a stag weekend in Dublin some 15
Never had
years
white
ago.
pudding. Never had what is
Oh,
white pudding?
and the favourite place.
No, Daisy.
I mean,
What is white pudding? What is white pudding? I've never had that.
Do you know what? I don't really know. I know black pudding is basically congealed pig's blood,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I could only guess what white pudding congealed pigs. I don't know. Is it
Okay.
congealed pigs? I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't want to say it. I don't want to say it just in case.
Like pig balls. It's like pig balls, isn't it? It's pig balls. Right? It's pig
But my
balls.
favourite place, to be honest, anywhere in Cornwall. Anywhere in Cornwall that's quite close to the coast, because I just find the whole place down there to be clean, to be friendly, the air is clean, the sort of like there's bugger all litter around whenever I've been there. The people are friendly. There's bugger all traffic when I've been there, generally speaking. I mean, I'm London born and bred, and I live just outside London now. And I just go down there, and it's just so nice, so chilled. I mean, I'd move there in a heartbeat if I could. But yeah, I'd probably say that's my favourite place,
Like
certainly
Devon
in
and
this
Cornwall
country.
Or just Cornwall? Devon and Cornwall or just
Devon I
Cornwall?
love. Devon's great, but I would probably say that Cornwall just nicks it because of the beaches.
Okay.
Probably just about. But it's a really close run thing. I mean, if someone said to me, "I'm giving you a holiday in Devon," I wouldn't turn it down. Definitely not. You
know where I liked Bournemouth. I thought Bournemouth was a nice place to go. I used to know this girl who went to the university there, and she used to do all the media for the Cherries, like when they were in the conference league. And that was a brilliant place to go. If I have to say places though, it's gonna sound so cliche, but I'd say Upton Park, man. That's my favorite place. Honest, like it felt like I was in heaven when I went there, man. Like went in the side entrance to the chicken run and just clear and blue everywhere, and it was just like, oh, I loved it.
Oh dear. Just looking at the next question there, Peach. Favorite actor? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's break it down, because I know that. Listen, I'm in my mid-40s. To me, an actor is a male, an actress is a female. Now, I realise that may not be politically correct, because I understand
actor
that,
and actress. Say two. One actor and one
okay.
actress.
I think my favourite actor. This might surprise you, Ralph Fiennes. Ralph Fiennes, because I've seen him play all sorts of different roles.
Yeah,
I've seen him, and I know that Ralph Fiennes, the man, he's actually one of the few people that I've seen that has got a triple-barreled surname.
Yeah.
Because his name. Hang on, I'm just gonna get it up on Wikipedia, because his actual name. Hang on. Here he is. Right, on Wikipedia, his full name is Ralph Nathaniel, is his middle name, and then his surname is Twistleton Wycombe Fiennes. So posh, he's got a triple-barreled name. So I'm probably going to say Ralph Fiennes, because I've seen him in all sorts of different films, playing all sorts of different characters, from M in the Bond films. And then if you look at a film he did called In Bruges, where he played like a sort of like a bit of a villain, and he was a completely different character, and he nailed it, just nailed it. I think he's a brilliant actor. Actress, ooh, I'm going to go Sigourney Weaver, because she's in the film that I've just mentioned, Aliens. I'm going to go. I think she's a brilliant actress. I could probably, if I really thought about it, I could probably think. I mean, I think Jodie Foster's a fantastic actress as well. But I'll probably go Sigourney Weaver. Biggest fear. I'll tell you what, Peach. You give your actor and actress, and I'm going to think about my biggest fear.
I'm going on my biggest fear right now, dog. There's a
Oh, are
BJ
you?
that wants to kill me, dog. I'm not even playing with you. Get away. Get away. Get away. Stupid ass bees. They want me, dog. I'm like, honey, I'm too sweet, man. Get away. So, hold on. My favorite actor would be Denzel Washington.
Okay.
That would be my favorite actor. I was thinking Michael J. Fox, but really, he just did a television show like Back to the Future. Denzel Washington, much better. And favorite actress would be J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez.
Okay.
I think she's one of the most underrated actresses.
It's only because you like looking at her ass, but
yeah, that kind of helps. But I think she's a brilliant actress. I do think she's a brilliant actress.
Brilliant. My biggest fear. I'm not too sure I've got one, to be honest with you. I mean, I suppose being attacked by a pack of, a pack of hungry lions, I suppose, but the chances of it happening in Dartford are remote. I don't know.
Come on, think of one, Gatesy. Think of one, man.
I can't think of one. I can't think
Okay,
of a fear. I can't really think of one. And I'm not saying I don't get afraid of things, certain things, but I can't think of what my biggest one would be that could realistically happen. Being struck by a bolt of lightning randomly, I don't know.
My biggest fear would be in getting nicked up, like going into the nick, dog. That would be my biggest fear.
Okay.
Because that's a different world in there, dog. That's a different, like, I'm dealing with bees out here. I'd be dealing with bad man bees in there, dog. Like,
The next question's aimed at you, though. The next question from Small Dog's aimed at you about
I'd rather
E.T.
deal with the bees, man, than like dealing with some bad man bees that are on, like, some murder things and, whatnot. Like, no thank you. No thank you. No thank you. Like, no, yeah, that would be being nicked up. That would be my biggest fear.
The next one's aimed at you, Peach. Why is E.T. your nightmare?
Because I told you I had nightmares, Doc. I had nightmares about E.T. where he's standing in the corner of my room with his little finger like, phone home.
You sure it's his finger? You sure it's another part of his anatomy that wasn't hanging?
You get what I'm saying? So maybe that's why I'm scared. And that lit up red too.
Yeah. Small Dog's next question. What would you do if the girl came out of the TV? What girl? What's that about?
What would you do if the girl came? Oh, so if there's a hot girl you're watching on TV, I'm guessing. If there's a hot girl that you're watching on TV, I'm guessing. This is going to be difficult for Gatesy because I can hear his missus in the background.
Yeah, I've got to be careful. Go on.
But
I'll see if I can answer it.
Just say Princess Di. Just say Princess Di, dog.
My wife, of course, my wife.
What girl, man? If she came out of the TV and was just like, "Gosh, here I am." Anybody? Yo, you know what? We did this like the other night when me and Mozzie did a show. Like not the same question, but similar. And I don't know. And you know what? I think it would have to be like I'm a big lover of Drew Barrymore. I know she ain't aged the best, but like she's still nice and lovely, dog. I'd say, and I'm a big fan of J-Lo, but if she came out at me in the TV, dog, and just was like, let's have fun, it would be Jennifer Aniston, man. Definitely Jennifer.
Fair enough.
Michelle Keegan or Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston.
Ooh,
Jennifer Aniston.
Who could I? If I wasn't married, which I am, and I'm happy to be.
I like how you started that off.
But as a hypothetical, if I, in an alternate universe, was young, free, and single, and I could pick a sort of like a TV star,
you're choosing your words very carefully.
Listen, I probably should be a politician in another life. Who would I choose? Jennifer Aniston. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Wouldn't that
Jennifer
be nice?
Aniston.
Like, come on, let's have it. Let's have it, Jen. Let's have it, JJ. Let's a JA. Let's have it.
Yeah.
Let's a chill. Netflix and chill.
I
Let's
don't
do
wish my wife
Netflix
to
and
not be
chill.
here. I should say that because she stood right behind me.
I know, big up Princess Di. Your boy there shows his words very carefully.
I did
So
well.
he's
I
not in
think
the
I'll get away
doghouse.
with it.
He's not in the doghouse.
It was me in the alternate universe, a parallel universe, a different
You're
timeline.
still choosing your words carefully, dog.
Do you like Hawaii or Florida? Smile, smile, dog. I have never been to either. Both of them look very nice. If you can see your way clear to starting a fund for the Gatesy to Hawaii or Florida fund, I'd be very glad to hear from you. What about you, Peach? Have you been to either Hawaii or Florida?
I've been to Florida. I've been to Florida a number of times. I've been to like in the main city, like Orlando, and then I've been to like the beach area, like Sarasota and St. Pete's Beach. It's beautiful.
Sarasota.
Beautiful.
You know who was from there, don't you?
No.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, Macho Man Randy Savage and Elizabeth. Oh, yeah.
He's dead now, sadly.
He's, you know what? Joking aside, he's a good rapper. Like, I'm not joking you. He put out an album.
He did.
Go look it up on YouTube, and he's actually like good. Like, I know John Barnes did his whole rap thing, and it was kind of like, rare. But no,
John Barnes.
Macho Man Randy Savage can spit. Like, I was like, whoa, like, you're actually pretty good. Like, oh, him and Elizabeth, that was like the era with like Junkyard Dog and like Paul Orndorff. And
you know, they were actually married, don't you, in real life? I know they were. They were husband and wife, because obviously, as we know, WWE and all that is scripted. It's what you see in front of the cameras. They're not actually punching each other with punches. I mean, if they were, they'd all have sort of like fractured eye sockets and broken noses every night. But Randy and Elizabeth were actually married in real life. The funny thing is they actually got divorced in real life around about the time that their on-screen characters were getting married. It was really odd. Really, really odd.
Oh, that is odd. That is very odd.
Yeah. I'm just
Go
gonna put my phone on to do not disturb, because I'm getting and I can see who's sending me. So if who's sending me messages, I'm not being rude. It's just that obviously I'm on a stream and I don't want to disturb the stream for Peach. Just having a look, because there's a few more questions that Smile Smile Dog has popped in. What video games do you like? I mean, for me, like I say, I'm in my mid-40s now, mate. I'm gonna go with, and I'm gonna go back to my youth. So I'm going back to the 80s. I quite enjoyed playing Outrun, which was a sort of like a game where you was in a car. I think it was a Ferrari or something like that, and you basically just sort of sped through sort of various different locations. So I'm going to say Outrun. How about yourself, Peach? You got a favorite video game?
Outrun. That sounds that's like
Oh dear. He's frozen. Oh, hang on. There we go.
No, I know. I'll be back. Gran Turismo. It was almost like Gran Turismo before Gran Turismo.
Outrun, it's a fair
remember
assessment.
that too. I used to play that. Yeah, I used to play.
It was a red. I can't remember. I don't think it was a Ferrari. I think it was a Porsche of some description. But I could be wrong. But I remember it very vividly. It was basically a red motor that was sort of in the middle of the graphic sort of thing, and you were sort of herring around all sorts of different, very very picturesque locations. And you've frozen again, Peach, and now it's going. Your picture's going all funny. And do you know what? I hope you don't drop out, because otherwise I'm screwed, because I can't end this broadcast. Oh. Coming off the bench, Gatesy from Forge from Iron. If you haven't, make sure you subscribe. Oh God! Oh, what's happening?
We're good.
Oh, you're there. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank Christ for that.
But You know what? I remember. No, I got loads of battery left, but I remember Outrun. The first time I played that was when I was in England. Honestly,
Okay. Yep.
yeah, yeah. I remember the red car. I remember the red car, man, and it was kind of like a mix between a Chevrolet or like a Porsche or something like that. Like, yeah,
Mm,
man, I remember that. Yeah, loud and clear.
yeah. Next question says, what nightmare is in your dreams? Or what nightmares or what dreams are in your nightmare? I don't know. Could be one or the other. Aliens, bees, spiders, or ET. I think that one's more aimed at you.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just going to say generically aliens, as in the aliens in aliens.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
makes
with a big
sense.
sort of 7-foot thing where they open their mouth and then the second set of jaws come shooting out, and you
Yeah,
know, the sort of like
yeah.
they lay the egg in you and then it busts out your chest. No thanks. No
No,
thanks.
thank you. Yeah, no, I'm not having any of that.
What's his next question? Which
Which
honeybees going to
bees?
sting you? Which bees are going to sting you?
Honeybees, bee
Honey
hornets.
hornets, Japanese hornets.
Never heard of them.
I bet they're horrible buggers. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing
No,
they're
I wouldn't.
horrible sods.
I've
So
heard of hornets, but not Japanese hornets.
yeah, maybe they're
Yeah,
sort
I
of
don't
like
like how
they're like
Japanese hornets
kamikaze
sound.
pilots, aren't they? They sort of like
Yeah, no,
"Rah!"
don't like them. Yeah, no time for Japanese hornets.
I'm not particularly keen on any of them, to be honest. I mean, bees, you know, I mean, they're very important to sort of science and in nature and all the rest of it. And you know, there's talk that their population is dwindling because of pesticides and all that sort of thing, and it's really important that we have
Yeah,
bees. But you know, I'm not too keen on getting stung by one, that's for sure. TDT, yeah, very nice, bang tidy.
yeah, bang tiny. Yeah, you know what?
Hmm.
Yeah, like if she came, now I'm thinking about it, if she came through the screen, Jennifer Aniston's a bit passive. Sandra Bullock seems like she'd come in and be like, okay, let's get down. And yeah, no, yeah, that's a good sound, TV. That's a very good sound.
Oh yeah, Sandra Bullock. I remember her in, was it Miss Congeniality? She was in.
Yeah, Blindside was
A time.
brilliant.
Was she
Blindside
in A
was
Time to
absolutely
Kill?
brilliant.
She was in A Time to Kill, wasn't she?
I think so.
Yeah, that was based on a true story, if I remember rightly.
And Aaron Brockovich, she was in that.
Oh, Julia Roberts. Yes.
Yeah, Julia Roberts
Legs
too.
up to her armpits.
I'm taking all of the above. First sending Jennifer Aniston, then
you know what?
Sandra Bullock, and then Julia
She
Roberts,
made her.
and I'd be a happy man.
She made her breakthrough, didn't she, in Pretty Woman with Richard Gere? And I think she was like 20,
Yes,
21,
yes.
something like that. And I mean, now
What a
she's
cutie.
probably pushing 50. And to be honest, I think she looks even better now.
Me, to say that's the same with Sandra Bullock and Jennifer Lopez, and even Jennifer
Very
Aniston.
beautiful woman. Yeah, yeah.
It's like these women are like fine wine. They get better with age. They mature.
Yeah.
So it's so lovely, man.
Yeah, absolutely. What TV shows do you like? Is the next question. Oh,
No,
again,
we have to go on it. No, we have to
so
go on
many
it,
different,
no, I know, but
different
we have
genres.
To do the one. We have to do the one, dog. Only Fools and Horses, hands down.
It's got to be Only Fools and
Absolutely.
Horses. I don't know where you are in the world, Smile Dog, but if you're in the States, you may not have heard of it. Only Fools and Horses, and if you haven't, Google is your friend. It's a British icon. Put it this way: it's if Friends or Taxi or any other sort of like sitcom in the States that's become a part, that's woven into the fabric of a nation, that's Only Fools and Horses. You know, I mean, I grew up around South London, not far from Peckham as it goes, which is where Fools and Horses is set. And I look at the characters and I see the places named and this, that, and the other, and it resonates with me, something chronic. You know, I love it.
Casey,
He who dares wins.
Wins, my son.
During the war.
This time next year, we'll be millionaires. That's
or the one that I often say to my son when Trigger turns around and he's sort of like, he's got the broom in the calf and he's turning around and he goes, oh, I've got a medal for this broom. Oh, I've had the same broom for 20 years. And they look at him and they go, have you actually used it, Trig? And he's like, well, of course I've used it, but I've maintained it. This
How many
old
brushes did he
broom
put on
has
it?
had
How many brushes
17
did he
new
put on it,
heads
Doc?
and 14 new handles. And it's like, well, how the bloody hell can it be the same broom then? And then he's like, well, I got a photograph. What more do you want?
You know what would resonate with people from the USA, man, is
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
Okay.
That would be similar, because it's Seinfeld and Only Fools and Horses. They're one of those shows, Casey, that you can watch again and again and again and again, and you'll always laugh at the same jokes. It's hands down the best. Hands down the best.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's like me and Mozzie were talking the other day about you only got 2 pair, like and oh, Bobby.
Yeah.
And Rodney,
I've got 2 aces.
He
And I've got another 2 aces.
His everything. And then Granddad's like, you stupid kid, like 2 pair. And he's
I knew Bill Boy had something up his sleeve.
And then Sigur's like, Dave, can I get a ride home? And he's like, yeah, I'll drive down by the river. Yeah. And then at the end, when Boise's like, I got 2 kings and 2 more kings. And then Boise's ready to pick up the money. And then it's like, well, I got 2 pair aces, and another 2 pair aces. I didn't know you were that good at math.
Do you know there's an episode of Fools and Horses?
You got 2 things. I didn't deal you that hand.
There's an episode of Fools and Horses. Whenever I mention it to people, they go, I don't remember that one. There was one called Friday the 14th, and it's where Del Boy, Rodney, and Grandad go down to a cottage that's owned by Boise in Cornwall, and they're going there to do a bit of salmon fishing / poaching to earn a few bob. And basically there's a lunatic asylum that's nearby, and there's a big storm, power lines come down, one of the inmates escapes, and he basically takes a sort of like one of the guards' uniforms, posing as a guard, and he rocks up at the cottage where the 3 lads are staying. And they end up sort of like they sort of like the situation unfolds where Del Boy ends up being alone in the cottage with this guy who's actually a sort of like a psychotic axe murderer. And and Rodney and Grandad are away, and then they discover the truth, and then they phone Del Boy. And of course, this is before mobile phones, so it was on a landline. And he's sort of like, he's on the phone and he's sort of like, he's talking, and this guy that's behind him, he doesn't know it yet, but he's just in the phone call where he's finding out, Del Boy, you're there with an escaped sort of like asylum escapee, and he's an axe murderer. And he sort of turns around, and he's sort of like, in his hand he's got an axe, and he's like, no, the inspector's here examining his axe. And whenever I'd say to people about this episode, an awful lot of people look at me and go, I don't remember that one. But honestly, mate, it's hilarious.
I do remember it, but I can't say it verbatim. It's like the one that gets me that I've seen, and everybody's seen it. But when the boy, they get caught for shoplifting or something, and then they're in the office, and then the boy holds them up with the gun.
Oh, Lennox Gilby.
He used to babysit him back in the day.
Lennox Gilby, yeah. Oh, look, Dixon of Kuala Lumpur's involved.
That was magic. Honestly, my favorite one is still the chandelier, though.
Now brace yourself, Rodney. Brace yourself.
Like the chandelier.
One more turn, Del Boy.
Yeah. The chandelier one was wicked, but then the one when they paint the top of the Chinese restaurant or whatever or something in that gold metallic paint, and they can see it from like Canada. It was mad. And then
would you remember how they found out about that? Where they were in the flat, and it was Trigger talk, because he was nicking it, wasn't it, from a depot, wasn't it? And it was like, this is the paint that they used to paint inside the train tunnels. And then all of a sudden it dawns on Grandad, and he goes, well, they can't see the paint because it's dark. And he goes, no, it's luminous. And then all of a sudden Del Boy's like, luminous? And of course, he's
But
painting his mum's headstone in it, isn't he? You know, this big sort of angel,
I
and it's
know,
like,
I know, it looked like a mosque.
yeah. Seasons
But
of
no,
WWE.
no, hold on. No, we got to
Oh,
keep
sorry.
on just for a second, Doc, because I
That's all
tell
right.
you, when the Crystal Springs, when their hands were glowing, and
Oh, the Peckham Spring.
yeah, Peckham Spring.
That was the one where they turned up, didn't they? They was in the back of they was in Denzel's van, wasn't they? And there was Denzel, there was Trigger, and there was Del Boy in a deep sea divers, but an old one, you know, with big goldfish bowl sort of thing. And and they're trying to get rid of this stuff, and they turn up at this council tip at like 2 a.m. because Trigger's turned around, who works as a road sweeper for the Southwark Council, has turned around to Del Boy and said that this place is open 24 hours a day. And they rock up, all the gates are shut, no one's around, lights are off. And they pull up, and it's like, it's closed. And Trigger's sitting there quite casually, and he just looks at his watch and he goes, well, it is a bit late. What do you mean it's a bit late? You said it was open 24 hours a day. Yeah, but not at night.
This will be the last one, but it's when they're just hanging in the gap, like they're just chilling like villains in the gap, and then all of a sudden, boom, and the dolls pop up.
I've just realised something.
And then they dress the dolls as ladies. They dress the dolls as ladies, like grandmothers, and bring them to the car to get them out. And then they start deflating. And that was bad.
Oh dear.
Oh, you gotta watch this, small dog.
I'm just trying to remember. Do you know what? I've sent so many messages out today.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, Peach, I'm probably gonna have to go, mate. I've literally it's just
not a problem, man.
It's just dawned on me. I said to Cahill, I'd said that I was going to do a recording with him at 4:30, and it's now 4:50.
Okay, no,
it only just dawned on me. So, Cahill, if you're watching, I apologise. I'll be with you real soon. And guys, lovely chatting with you, smile dog. And you guys in the live chat. Don't forget, drop a like on Peach's stream. Subscribe to his channel if you haven't, and make sure you hit that bell icon, and you'll be notified when he next goes live. There you go, mate.
I'm gonna go watch it. What is Kaz? Kaz is on.
No, it's a recording. It's not going to be a live stream. It's just a recording that I'm gonna put out. Yeah. All right, mate. Look after yourself.
All right, you too, man.
And remember, this time next year you'll be a millionaire.
No, we'll be millionaires.
Actually, no, it's not a millionaire, is it? It's let me do it right. This time next year we'll be millionaires.
There you go. Done.
Millionaires, not millionaires. Millionaires. Stay safe, guys.
Tell guys I said hello. Yeah.
Will do, mate. No worries.
Big up, Kaza. Hello. Yeah, so then there was one, and that one is Peach, the one with that hip-hop speech. I seen one of Smiley Dog's comments, Dog. I didn't want to put it in, but I'll put it in now. Do you like rappers? Yo, if people didn't like rappers and don't like rappers, they wouldn't come check me. Because if people don't like rappers and rapping on rappers and rappers rapping, they wouldn't come check Peach. If people like rappers, like not like rapper present rappers, so like candies or sweets. If people like rappers, you don't know they come check Peach. If people like rappers, yo, they check E13. If people like rappers, I'd be like a smile DOG. If people like rappers, like Kanye WEST, no. If people like rappers, it's all about Big Daddy KA to the N to the E. If people like rappers, they know UMCs. If people like rappers, they know Tribe Called to the QUEST. If people like rappers, maybe you see Declan Rice dancing. If people like rappers, they like PEA to the C to the H. Crush the MC like a grape. How you mean? How we rocking when we do it all day? It's Saturday, man. I don't believe it's Saturday still. This whole COVID thing got me tripping, man. If people like rappers, you don't know they check for Charlie B. If people like rappers, I wrap them up like I said, the Christmas present, like a birthday, present. If people like rappers, then you don't know they like me. If people like rappers, then you don't know they like me. If people like rappers, yo, big up man like TDT. If people like rappers, big up man like 8C. If people like rappers, I can go on rapping, but I won't. If people like rappers, this is how we rock. You can take every quote. If people like rappers, this is just what we say. If people like rappers, West Ham did an all right job transfer line deadline day. If people like rappers, then you all say we handsome. If people like rappers, hit the like, subscribe, notification to West Ham Randall. You get me?